So it's been 2 years since I removed fibroids and cysts, and the decision didn't come really easy, right? This took place in Lagos, Nigeria. I had the surgery in Lagos, Nigeria. It was during November 2023, and that year was one of the years that really, challenged me, because it was a very challenging year also with work, and then I had to deal with my health. So before 2023, I was diagnosed with fibroids in 2020 during COVID, and that really, got me, because I don't like the word surgery, I don't like the word operation, I don't like anything that has to do with things like that. And even for fibroids, because I've heard a lot of women complain and talk about fibroids. They always talk about how fibroid obviously, affects women. So when I got diagnosed in 2020, it was really heartbreaking for me. So I got recommendations for doctors to see. When I went to see a doctor, I saw the first doctor I saw was Dr. Oluwole, and then I also saw other doctors, other maternity hospitals, right? So, and between that period, I was trying to be sure that I truly had it, right? Because I didn't believe in the first result. And when I did another result, just so that I was really sure about it. And when it was really confirmed that I had fibroids, the fear really gripped me, right? I was really scared, right? And for me, it was a period where I could not even put it out, or I could not even really share that I was going through such things. So my family knew, my sisters knew, and few colleagues of mine knew. So that was where I got recommendations, right? So of course, between 2020 and 2023, the fibroids grew, so it came with pain, it came with a whole lot of things: waist pain, belly pain, tiredness, mood swings. It was a whole lot of things, stress, and everything in between. So it took me 3 years to decide. It took me 3 years to make the decision to take out the fibroids. And it was after a lot of consultation, counseling, family talking to me, siblings, parents, colleagues, everyone that I know and that really cares for me, right, spoke to me to remove it. And the only thing that was stopping me was just fear. There was really nothing at all. It was just fear. It took one call in October 2023, and I was out of state, so it was on that call when a friend was checking on me, and she was asking, okay, so what's the plan now? Just saying, it's been since 2020, you've not removed this, what's going on? And this thing is growing, right? And even while having the discussion, I had tears, I had fears, a whole lot of things was going on in my head, and I then decided not to chicken out, right? And I decided to take it out. So I reached out to the doctor I was comfortable with, because I had series of consultations in different hospitals, right? And there was this particular doctor, Dr. Oluwole, that I was really comfortable with. Every time I would go for consultation, he would hear me speak, he would give his own correction, or he would talk, he would tell me what to do, and also tell me to take my time, right? Because of my own diagnosis and because of the size and everything, it was not really a thing to really rush, right? So when I decided to take it out, I reached out to Dr. Oluwole, and we had a date. We had a date for the blood for the blood test. And when all of these things was going on, I was not sure. I didn't know what day exactly the surgery would take place, right? Because I needed to see my period first. After the period, then I would go to the hospital for some blood work, and then they would get back to me on the date for the surgery. So that was the procedure for me. So when I saw my period, I told him. When it ended, I told him, and then he called me. They called me from the hospital to come for my blood work. When I got there, I was then prepped a little bit. They didn't tell me exactly. I was just being prepped on what to do and everything. And on the day I went for a conference in Lagos, I was at the event, because I was ready for the conference. And that was in the morning, that's when I got the text from my doctor to prepare for surgery the same weekend. The text came in, and I was now scared, like, oh my God, this weekend, not even 1 month after, like there was no break, so. And I already paid for this conference. My mind was, everything I already scheduled. I cleared on my schedule for the conference. So my heart was broken, and my mind was not stable. Part of me was at the event, and part of me was far away. Like I was thinking about everything, thought about the worst thing, thought about everything. And that same day, something miraculous also happened. I won a grant on that day. And it was not even expected, because I was in my lowest moment. And I won a grant at the event. Like I said, sorry, I'm laughing because now it's funny, but then it wasn't funny. So I won a grant on that day, and that was the same day I got a text from my doctor that I should prepare for surgery the same weekend. It was just a day. That day was filled with it was a mix of bittersweet for me, right? I didn't know how to express my emotions. I was just there. I, you know, like when I even got, when my name was announced for the grant, that was only a shock to me. So I was like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Like I was just getting everywhere. Oh wow. I didn't like, oh wow. But at the back of my mind, I was like, hey, Jesus, this weekend, you know. So I told my family, and I told my sister also to get ready with me so that she would, you know, accompany me to the hospital. So the second day, because the conference was 2 days, so the second day also I was just, you know, there, because the first day was when I got the message, and that really got me. So the second day I was just there. The third day was the Saturday for the day of the surgery. That was the third day. So after the event ended, which was on Friday, on Saturday morning I had to go drop my things and then got ready for surgery. Oh my god, my doctor told me to eat light, like take pap right before 7 a.m. I think I took the pap after 7 a.m. I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't know. I had to call him. I told him, I said, sir, please, I just took the, he said, okay, just eat, just be fast. And you know, and also I took my pap, you know, around 7:07 thereabouts. So I went to my sister's place. I got there, we got ready, we prayed. As we were driving towards the hospital, we were moving towards the hospital area, my heart was beating faster, like it was just beating fast. When we got to the hospital in the morning, the nurse came out, helped me with my box. The security helped me, like they were expecting me. I got into the reception. They took me straight to the ward. I got in with my sister. I said, hey, Jesus, so this is it, you know. And gradually, my fear increased. And in between the fear, I was also praying. Right, I was praying, like myself and my sister, we prayed. She kept my spirit alive, you know, gisting with me, talking to me. And before I knew it, you know, different nurses started coming in, you know, came to see me. Am I okay? I'm fine, I'm good, you know. And then from there, they started prepping me, you know. Oh my god, started prepping me, changed my outfits, changed everything. And the prep that really got me to tears, because I was just doing like big girl, oh yeah, big girl, okay, yeah, big girl. And then one of the surgeons came to my room and then prepped me. And while she was prepping me, with the way she would describe how, like, it was like a prep to what they were doing in the theater room. When she was done describing the entire process, it was that I knew I fucked up. It was when I knew that it was over, because I just started crying. I started crying, and guess what? I was already dressed in scrubs, so there was no way I was going to run out of the hospital naked, right? It was then I knew that, girl, this is it. So they wheeled me in around 2 p.m. to the theater room. The operation took 3 hours, right? When getting to the theater room and the getting out was 3 hours, because I was at a lot. I was really everything, like, so they gave me anesthesia and everything. They did all the whole thing, but I was just like, nah, I can't miss anything. When I was wielding, I counted the number of surgeons in the room. I knew the number of surgeons that were in the room. I saw all of them. I knew. That's the fact that I was in a very vulnerable state and all. I knew exactly. I saw the clock. I knew the time I was wheeling. When they wheeled me out, also I knew the time I was wheeled out. And during the surgery, oh my god, music was being played. I even told the doctor to recite Bible stories for me. But it was tough, right? It was really tough. But I thank God, 3 years. Oh my god, 3 years. It has been an amazing journey, and I would lie to you. I think after the surgery, when they took me to the recovery room, right, it was then I knew that, oh my god, I should have made this decision the moment I knew that I had fibroids, because everything just, after the surgery, everything just went down. Like everything was clearer, like everything just went down. Fear, everything just disappeared. So I'm sharing my story because it's been 2 years for me since I removed fibroids and cysts. And guess what? When I was in the recovery room, I told the doctors I didn't want to see whatever it was, because they wanted to show me what they removed. I told them no, it was going to mess up my mental states, and they should allow me get home, and then they can send it to me via email. Then I would look at it. Right? I didn't have the boldness to look at what was removed from my body, but they were able to describe what was removed from my body. Right? They removed cysts. They said it was the size of an orange. Right? They also removed fibroids. Also removed the tiniest bit of it. And I just thank God, honestly. I thank God for family, thank God for colleagues, those who stood by me. I really thank God for everything. 2 years post surgery, it has been an amazing journey for me. Health-wise, my quality of life has improved in terms of my period. It comes constantly, and I'm like, oh wow, years ago, before this, I would wait forever for period to come, and now me the chase period. You know. So, but anyways, it was an amazing journey for me, and like I said, the post recovery, I think I'll do another video talking about my post recovery, because I didn't prepare for that. I didn't prepare for the post recovery. I prepared for the surgery, right, pre and during surgery, but you see the post surgery, I didn't prepare for it, and that deserves another video. So I'm going to share my story in another video, so watch out for it.